What is up, guys? Welcome back to another Arena of Valor video. And as you can see today, some of you might have already seen it on my community tab. I posted a screenshot of me getting this skin and the red pendant for the special skins in just 5 draws. You know how you can draw the lucky wheel like once, or you can do it 5 times in a row. And I basically pressed the 5 times in a row thing. And in those 5 rolls, I got this skin and the red pendant. So pretty lucky, I would say. A lot of people were very upset how lucky I got. But yeah, I thought I would play some Zill. I tried him out in the jungle. But as you guys know, I am the mid lane player. I ended up I had some decent jungle games, don't get me wrong, but I ended up just going mid lane once or twice, and we ended up getting a very amazing game already. And yeah, this is what I'm going to be showing you today. I do think this hero is pretty good. He's better in the jungle than in the mid lane, but as I said, I just like to play everything in the mid lane. Just a more fun role for me, something I excel more at. And as you can see, we almost get this sip. Not quite though. I tried to dive him, but we just end up walking away. And we start off the game 4 kills already after only 2 minutes. So remember the Yena video, it was a 1 kill per minute. This one is 2 kills per minute so far. So yeah, and as you can see, we end up using our abilities pretty well. And yeah, you saw the build, right? The jungle build is very similar, just of course you cannot combine the jungle item and Apocalypse. So we end up going only the jungle item instead of the Apocalypse. And yeah, if you guys want me to upload a jungle Zill gameplay, I will try to do that. If you guys really want that, I can do that over the next couple days. Of course, if you guys want to see more of this amazing skin, it is truly the best Zill skin, I would say. I have the fire skin as well. It is really good too, but this one, I have to say, takes the cake. And yeah, as you can see so far, we are super fed. We are just trying to do the mid lane thing, you know, clear the wave as fast as possible, and then try to help whichever side you deem to be best to help in the lane. Am I gonna stay here, or am I really gonna go back? I'm really going back. Misclick the settings here. I probably could have stayed there, but I went back. I probably just wanted to be completely full HP, and I felt like we can't get anything on the map anyway right now. Here I end up ulting. I probably have to run away here. We don't do a lot of damage yet. Of course, Zill is very much a late game hero, I have to say. We have to end up going back again. We did some decent amount of damage, so our team is able to clear up. Let's see if this Kriknak ends up dying in the top lane. That is why I'm not skipping the back part. Yes, he does end up dying. Unfortunate for him. As I'm saying, this hero is very much a late game hero. So you definitely want to just chill out early game. You can't really one-shot people early game. I even bring the execute in the mid lane because we don't really need punish. And I feel like it is not viable to go jungle item in the mid lane. Here we do a pretty good combo. Are we gonna be able to kill him though? Yes, we are. We use our S2 like 3 times in a row by proccing the mark onto the Arthur twice. Once we got it from S1 and the S2 combo, and once we got it from the ult. And yeah, basically this is the most important thing, to maximize your damage, proccing those marks as a Zill. And yeah, we were able to kill even a huge tank like Arthur, just because we were able to execute the combo properly, and we had enough time, we were given enough time to do it as well. Here we go in onto the Yena again. We don't get the double buff. I really would have wished for a double buff. Red buff is also a very nice thing to have on Zill. Here we don't have our S2 ready, so I'm playing very cautiously. Only jump in with your S2 when you hit your S1 twice. So when the enemy has 2 marks, so you get the 3rd mark on S2, and then you can jump out again. Because this hero, like, it is very easy to go like 15 kills, but also 15 deaths. Because usually if you just go in without making sure you can go out again with your S2, you will just end up dying as well. You will probably one-shot somebody, always late game, but if you're not careful, you will just, yeah, end up dying. And here we go for the boomstick first, just to have more wave clear, right? We are a mid laner, and here we end up outplaying her as well. I mean, not really much to do there. We just run away from her S1, and then we jump back in, finish her off with execute, and now we are 6-0. We couldn't keep up the 2 kills per minute, but we ended up getting 1 kill per minute at least. And as I'm saying, we go for the Apocalypse now, of course. Thinking back, I might even, if I would go mid lane again, I might try out Apocalypse first instead of Boomstick, just to try it out. I do think Boomstick is probably better, but just to try it out at least once to see if it is good. And here we just wait for her S2 to finish, so she loses her damage reduction, and then we just go in for the kill. And our Kriknag is doing pretty well too, almost gets the kill onto that Zephyra. She is able to get a shield from Zip, able to survive. And again, we're just trying to steal this little camp. I like to steal this camp whenever I can as a mid laner. A lot of mid laners now can steal it. Raz can steal it very easily if he uses his ult. And his ult only has like a 15-second cooldown, so it's worth. Because whenever you steal enemy jungle, you have to think about you're not just gaining 80 gold, right? You're gaining 160 gold, because you're gaining 80 and the enemy is losing 80. So it is a 160 gold difference. So it is almost a kill, you know? So it is very underrated to just steal that little thing. As a Tulan, for example, you just one-shot it. Here my team is really doing well, and now this is the sick play that we will be seeing here. Just watch and enjoy it. I guess we proc our thing, again, we proc it again, and we survive with 10 HP. And this guy is gonna end up dying for the quad kill. Absolutely insane. I will go back to see that again. I do think this is worth showing again. So this is where it starts. We just finished our ult. Elsu had 2 stacks. Go S2 onto him for the 3rd stack. Proc it, jump onto the enemies. Proc the 3rd stack again on both of them after using S1, and then S2 again to just lifesteal a little bit. Of course, we don't have any lifesteal Arcana. We don't have any lifesteal in our kit, but our little shield procced, and the little shield enchantment gives you magic lifesteal. So it works beautifully with Zill. Really hyped this moment when this happened. And yeah, and now this is pretty much GG, right? I mean, we were still struggling. I was 6-0 after 6 minutes, but we were still struggling for a vast majority of this game. Team not doing too well, I have to say. After I went 4-0, game should have been over, but it wasn't. So now we just pretty much sealed the deal, right? Here I missed the Arthur with my S1, so I didn't get the 3rd stack. I only got 1 instance of the S1. I missed him on the return, so or you can say he dodged it, whatever. We weren't able to get the reset onto S2. Otherwise we might have been able to kill him, because it does add a lot of damage. Another S2, another Apocalypse proc, right? Here you can see that Yina is clearing the wave on the minimap, so of course we want to try to kill her for that. And I'm just chilling here. That was very patient. I'm just waiting. I'm not just jumping onto the Yina to chase her. I'm waiting for the marksman to kill him. And here my Thane does a beautiful thing. Now I should probably check if he has 2 stacks on it. No, we ended up completely missing our S1. But now he has 2 stacks on it. So we just do this. We S1 again. We S2 and we execute. And Thane can finish off the job, I think. Yes, he can with his ult. And we can just kill this little guy real quick with our ult. And we end up chasing the Zip while he's rolling away with our ult. Pretty funny. Top 10 anime fights for sure. You will be seeing me on Watch Mojo very soon. But yeah, we skip the back part again. 13-0. We're still kind of struggling, right? So definitely the enemies have a lot of counters, I have to say. Like, Arthur is really tanky, it's hard for us to kill. The Zip can just suck up his teammates, so it's hard for us to just ult, right? Anyone, basically, he can just suck them up, and we deal no damage. Sephara has her ult, which makes her invulnerable, so we are struggling out here. Elsu is invis, and we can only attack him if he is not invis, right? So we are struggling a little bit here this game with the Zill pick. That is why Zill, I mean, he is really strong. He is a very strong jungler, but he is definitely not the strongest pick right now. But if something like this happens, you just jump onto the AD carry, he's exposed, he's alone, and he will always die. There's no counterplay. There is actually counterplay. I believe you can flicker away from Zill ult, but it's not super precise, but it is a precise timing that you have to do. And here I just mess up. I just go way too deep, and I completely overextend. And my little Kefani is able to get the kill though. But as you can see by the timer on my quick time player, we will not be able to end. Instead, my team is on the retreat here, and you already saw I skipped ahead a little bit too far, so you saw that I got caught up in a little team fight. Krignak goes a little bit too deep. Yeah, they just go back into the fight way too deep there. Let's see if this will be one of those games where we lose in the end after going 13-1 like the Raz game, or is it gonna be a game where we actually end up winning? Now I'm pretty much staying on the Slayer side because it is up. Dragon is up too, but it is the small one, so we don't really care. I'm trying to push this wave out so it pushes into the enemies, so we get more control of the Dragon side of the map. And now our Kefani ends up dying to the Yena. So I'm trying to chase this Yena and kill her. But we saw she entered that little bush there, so we know she's in there. I'm not just gonna face check it, because she's probably charging her S1 and she's gonna one-shot me, right? So we end up doing this, and she just ends up dying to the guy. And yeah. Also something to keep in mind, you have to buy Staff of Null way earlier on Zill than on a lot of other mages, because he really relies on having enough damage to one-shot. As soon as he cannot one-shot anybody, it is a useless pick, right? Because you end up going in and you don't kill them, right? So what you really need is Staff of Null to one-shot as many players on the enemy team as possible, right? To be able to one-shot as many players. Because the more enemies you can one-shot, the more options you have to play the team fight. And team fights are really difficult on Assassins, right? So basically Staff of Null, like a third item. Not on a lot of other heroes, but on this one, third or fourth item, usually last item on a lot of heroes, like a Liliana or stuff like that, right? But yeah, just keep that in mind. I'm sure if you play like 10 games, you will understand what I mean on this hero. Here, we don't even end up doing a lot. My team just ends up getting their stuff together, and we end up winning. So good job, guys, there. And yeah, we have the Juicers pushing in, the robots, the Dragoon, and yeah, that is pretty much gonna be the game. I'm just trying to end. I don't want to risk it. We had too many nightmares from the Raz loss. I thought that was enough. And let me see the damage. I don't think it was too much, honestly. Yeah, it was only 23%, because we didn't end up doing a lot in the later stages of the game, right? If we ended after that quad kill that I got, then I probably would have had like 40% damage dealt. But after that, we ended up one-shotting people, but we didn't like really do a lot in the team fights. That is just the way it goes with Assassins. It's not really an AoE team fight mage, right? Like a Sephara or whatever. They end up having a lot of damage, like a Liliana. But this is just a assassin precise damage, you know? It's not a AoE damage, it is a you kill one person that deals 2k damage per team fight, but you kill that person instantly and you're going back to push the wave, right? So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this Zill skin. I hope you're not too salty anymore about me being that lucky. And yeah, hope you enjoyed. And other than that, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out, boys. Bye-bye.